Welcome to the second video of the self-healing series, and this video is about power. So power is essential on the self-healing series, and not only power itself, as however you might imagine it, but understanding that the power you need is inside you, and you must embrace it, and you must start seeing it and understanding that the source of life comes from within you, that the source of what you want, the source of your creation, comes from within you, and you must find a way to get to know this force and embrace it and learn how to use it. Because if until now you haven't felt like you had any power, you have felt many times powerless, and you have felt tired and exhausted from life, and you have felt like life just kept throwing things at you and everything was happening to you, then you must be the one to change the perspective into learning from the situations and understanding how they are happening for you and how you are creating them from your power, and especially acknowledging everything around you is what you created, taking responsibility for your situation right now will help you understand how much power you have, because it might be even scary to realize that you have the power to create everything around you, that it comes from within, that it just, the outside reflects on how you have cleaned up from the inside, in your body, in your mind, in your spirits. All of that combined is creating the life situations around you. And by acknowledging that power is something you have naturally, even if you feel powerless, but embracing it and bringing it up will make the difference, will help you take the next step, will help you take that next action and continue on the journey. Because on the life journey, there is no goal really. There can be a vision. You can have a vision of what you want to create, but the most important is how you're gonna spend the journey, what experiences, what feelings, what possibilities you are gonna present for yourself. Because you create your experiences, you create your possibilities, you create the opportunities by attracting them, by multiplying them, by healing from within. And that is where power comes in as an important factor of the self-healing journey. The power is in the breath. There's a lot of power in the breath. The power is in the pain, because I often talk about this, and in the last video I talked about pain from the responsibility point of view, maybe from the possibility of decision, and this applies to power as well, that you have the power to decide and you have the power to approach situations in the way you want to. And especially with chronic pain, it is the closed power, it's your closed energy, it's the power that has been stored there, and you must start seeing it from the greatest point of view, where you can source yourself in that pain for creating a new reality, a pain-free reality, a freedom reality, an abundance reality, a calm and harmonized reality that doesn't have stressful situation or dramatic situations. Okay, so understanding power is within us, and we always have it, and we can always curate a way to source ourselves from within. And then at that point, once we strengthen the connection to our power, to ourselves, to our source, then we can start healing what's around us. We can start transforming what's around us because we no longer, if we are grounded in our power, if we are well sourced from within, we understand our needs, we understand our journey, we understand where we're heading, where we are at now, and we understand tools that will help us stay on that path, tools that will help us take care of our power, protect it, and support it, even empower ourselves. On that journey, we no longer need to take what's around us so seriously and defining ourselves by what we see around us, what we hear, what we experience around us. Because once healing, once power from within, then the rest has lesser importance in the priorities, definitely, because we understand how to work with our energy, how to work with our power, and then we understand how to not grasp to things, how to not punish ourselves anymore, how to not create new pain, because the pain we have right now, the pain we're feeling right now, is the pain we have created. And since we have created it through our power, we had the power to create it, we also have the power to undo that, to learn a different way, to learn a way where you no longer store pain within yourself, but you experience release, relief, and relaxation, and you learn how to rest, and you learn how to be aligned with the doing and the being, and create a balance between those. And so we always have the power of reacting to our life situations in a different way. You can always change the way you react to something that has happened. So something that was always activating for you, always triggering, and especially the things that repeat itself and you keep thinking, why is this happening to me? Why again? Why is this questioning me again? Those are the situations where we always have this choice. We always have the choice to come back deep into ourselves and ask ourselves, can my reality be different? And how? How can I respect myself more in order to see the power that I have to transform that reality, to transform that situation from happening, to react a different way? Because often non-reacting to our life situations, to whatever comes up, is the best way, but learning how to not react might be the journey, might be the journey itself. Learning how to embed ourselves in our breath, for example, and breathe through situations instead of having rash reactions and having impulsive reactions to other things. We have the power to take responsibility for our emotions. Our emotional intelligence is a complex system within ourselves, and maybe we haven't even known this possibility before, but we have charge over our emotions. They are energy in motion which flow through us, and they don't have to define us. They don't have to make us react. No one can make you react. Only you choose how you react. No one can make you have an emotion, because you can work with your emotions, and you, with the emotional intelligence, coming and being responsible for your emotions, will get you probably one step further, because often us reacting in an emotion, not only we waste our energy in the first phase of having a irrational reaction, also then the consequences of our impulsive reactions are what drains our energy. And these are some ways where we lose our power, where we give our power away, where we aren't aware of what we can, what is possible for us, and so we're surviving and we're swimming against the current of life. We're not allowing the flow. We're trying to control things. We're trying to block things. And with this, we block pain and sorrow in ourselves. And we turn into the victim mode. We turn into suffering. And we stop asking questions. We stop asking, is there another way? How am I connected to everyone? How can I love myself more and discover and open this power that I have of giving enough love to myself and everyone else? Also, we are the only ones who can enable us taking up more space. Becoming our biggest supporter is an important part of achieving anything. If you aren't grounded in yourself, then whatever you are doing is not aligned with your being, and therefore is not sustainable. Because in the long term, it will crumble. Wherever you are overusing your energy, draining yourself, and not restoring and taking care of that energy, then long term you're just gonna spiral down on that spiral of pain and suffering. Because we create our suffering patterns in our mind. We create our victim modes with every situation that triggers us or that doesn't triggers us. We can acknowledge what is actually happening. Is there something actually happening, or is it an emotional reaction to my old wound and my scar from the past? And slowly we can heal all of these scars and become grounded in ourselves. We can learn how to hold energy for us no matter what happens, no matter what is there outside. But at the same time, we no longer have a need for these dramatic situations. By acknowledging you have the power, with the power comes peace and harmony and stillness. Because you no longer need to intervene with life, try to control what you can't control. You can allow yourself to let go of the past, to let go into the flow of life, to trust that life is here for you when you're here for yourself. Because the way you behave towards yourself and towards your power, if you aren't aware of it and you believe that you have no power as a single person, that is a form of separation. Whenever you slip into believing you're worthless, you're something less as anyone other out there, that you have less power than someone else, in that case you're lying to yourself, and everything around you will support you in that lie. You treat yourself with that powerless energy. If you treat yourself without acknowledging of what you're capable of, then probably this will not be sustainable, because the life, you are wasting it and you are wasting the power. If you aren't aware of how powerful you are and how much you can change for yourself. And probably the most important and most powerful thing you have and you are able of is changing your own reality. And by changing your own reality, the way you react, the way you see life, the way you trust or not trust, the way you are aligned with the uniqueness you have came here with, then as a result, this is the change. This is the massive change that as a one, you can impact so many. You are already, by your behavior, by your emotional intelligence, by your intelligence, impacting so many. So many around you look up to you without you knowing. So many around you are inspired by you if they want to be in your presence. So many around you take seriously what you do, maybe more seriously than you. And acknowledging that we have this influence and we have this power can heal you or let you down more into the suffering. But you need to know at least that the choice is yours, that you choose to be a creator or a victim of your life. And you have this choice in every situation. And it doesn't matter if over time you are still a victim of some situations and you still feel like the worst things are happening only to you and that you have it harder than others and that life isn't being fair to you. That's okay. But you have the choice to see the rich of the life. What life is already offering you. What you already have. And especially if you feel like you have nothing, you compare yourself to someone incomparable, and you feel like you have less, it's probably time you acknowledge that the power you're looking for is inside you, and only you can see it. Only you can start seeing it, and only you can start being honest with yourself. That you have the power to change. That you have the power to change anything about your life. So now I invite you to stop lying to yourself. If you ever believed that you're worthless, that you're not worthy of it all, that you're not worthy of achieving your dreams, that you are something less than anyone else here, I invite you to become aware of your power, that you have the power to change, that you are your power, you are your source of love, you are your source of abundance. You can allow life to start treating you better only by treating yourself better. When you start treating yourself better, then life will automatically start treating you better. But only the way you allow it. But you need to understand you have this power. The power is from within you. And then very fast you can transform. But the core root and the core understanding is really about, as simple as it seems, going deep into yourself and finding that strength, finding that power that maybe you have lost along the way. Maybe you have led to believe that you deserve something less, you deserve someone to treat you badly, that you deserve someone to ignore you, disrespect you. But that was a lie, and you no longer have to carry on with it. You can liberate yourself from the past, from whatever you did, from however you reacted, from however you overreacted, from how much pain you have been creating for yourself, constantly, over and over again. And you can change to love yourself and to start respecting yourself and treating yourself like you matter, like you're the most important thing in your life, in your reality, because you are. There's no one who will be here with you until the end. And you chose the place, your form, the way you incarnated to this life. You chose this. And I'm just here to remind you that it is time that you remember this. You remember the choice you made to yourself, and that you remember that you chose this life. Therefore, it's your responsibility how it turns out, how amazing it can turn out. Because the power is all in your hands. No one else will come to save you. No one else can come to put you down, because you are in charge of it. You can awaken whenever you're ready. But know that when you do, you have always and always yourself, and you can always forgive yourself for whatever there was. Because what happened is in the past, and there's only now for healing. There's only now for reaching your power again. This is connected to the belief you have about yourself, about your life, about what your life should be, about what your life is. All of these are illusions that you can change. What you believe your life is what keeps occurring. What you believe you deserve is what shows up. What you believe you can achieve or is possible for you is what you will achieve and what will become possible for you. But anything is possible for you if you dare to acknowledge that your power is yours. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, you have the power to heal yourself.